Okay, let's log in. Oh shit, this is a microphone test. Hello, hello, microphone test. There's a queue. I think I might need to turn the game sounds up a little bit. I don't know until we're actually in the game, though. We'll see. Or turn my microphone down. We'll see. Okay. Does the game need to be louder? This is the test. Hello, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I definitely need to turn the sound of the game up. The only way I can do that is by increasing the gain, which kind of scares me because I don't want it to sound weird. But let's try that right there. Okay, this is a test. We're testing. Can I change this stuff while I'm here? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Well, I don't really want to turn that up. I can turn my microphone down just a little bit. Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. It's still like really loud, but we'll see. We'll see if anybody tells me. Okay. Boom, boom. What level are you now? You're level 40 now. Okay. here. Okay, testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Might actually seem like this is the best volume to keep it at. Let's see. Keep it here. We'll find out. Sure will. Okay. Well, let's actually do the story like I said I was going to do. I do want to do the story as a dancer, though. Okay. Just making sure there's no stuttering on the stream. I don't think there is. I think it's pretty smooth, it's pretty good. Yeah, we look okay. Okay, cool. First, we must inform everyone of the situation, and Donna's colleagues included. I'll call them together for a gathering, but I think it'd be best if you were the one to explain. Oh, Nadana sobs. Can you answer me this? Though Nadana is trapped in the tower, she's still alive, yes? Then we must make warding scales, as many as we can. The prototype works perfectly. This Nadana proved at peril to herself. So let us make more scales, that she and all those who were taken might be saved. Aye, as alchemists, this is how we will help win the fight. For Sean. My friends, the satrap has been made aware of the tragedy. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates his pledge to provide you with all that you require. To that end, he bade me gift you this link pearl, that he might personally discuss the production of warding scales with you. Okay. Let's see. And for our Eorzean visitors, I bear an invitation. In her report, Mistress Nadana noted your vital contributions to the talisman's creation. This fact came to the satrap's attention, and in recognition of your deeds, he wishes to meet you. In addition to thanking you in person, we could also discuss further avenues of collaboration. And so, if it is agreeable, will you not accompany me to Radzhan for an audience with His Excellency? We will do it. We should be honored, of course. Closer cooperation between our lands can only be to benefit of all. It is settled. Please come to the gates east of Giant's Gall grounds, and I will show you into the city. Alright. Let's do the thing. Where am I supposed to go? Up there? Let's try a different mount. Sure, that'll work. Okay. We are traveling down the road. There's the tower. That's the no good tower. No good. Let's call it the Tower of No Good. This music is really good. I just wish it was louder. Look at this giraffe. What the fuck? Okay. We're almost there. I really like the aesthetics of this place. Alright. All present? Then let us proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert, and strict restrictions are in place for entry. They have been granted special permission. I ask that you remain close to me at all times. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. Oh, this place looks cool.
A vast rock squats upon Thavnir, and to its stony surface clings the city of Rads at Han. Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things. Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun. The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets.
Okay, thank you, Emmett Silk. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
But no such scenes
more.
to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
Here we are. Megaduta.
Megaduta.
It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside. Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid.
His Excellency.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, satrap of Radzat-Han. Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude.
Not everything went to plan.
I assume you speak of Nadana. A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nadana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not. This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
As you
It's a
wish.
dragon.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me. Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn. I am Vritra. And for
Vritra.
years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Vritra, of the first brood, sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
Aye, mine elder brothers, of Midgard Solma's spawn, I was last to hatch.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat-Han had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and
Matanga.
established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive were the Aura. Adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility.
Sounds
When it
about right.
seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radz Athan.
But if Ritra is still here, then your position as Satrap is just...
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who join me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
"'Tis here, buried within the semblance of flesh. The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Razatan. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my wind."
So he's part of the dragon. Okay.
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered, Estinian warm blood. From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another, yet did neither one of us bare his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radz Athan. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence.
Yes, I
Yet
agree.
even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Kartanau, I am
Yes, that is
'Tis
correct.
upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear. Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions. And should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales.
Quite a bit.
I worry, however, that even the 4 of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go. Steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Charlian is in order.
Let's do it.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Rads at Han, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I.
Good.
I am in thy debt.
Okay, so I don't actually get to go in the city yet. Okay. Well, if you haven't already done so, be sure to attune to the Aetheryte here before departing. Which Aetheryte? I can't go in here. Unless he was talking about one of these, which in case I've done both. Alright. Cool. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Okay. The music here is so good. Okay, where does it want me to go now? Alright, let's do this quest. Let's turn this one in first, I guess. That makes sense. Just as I was getting used to the balmy Thavnair, we're back in chilly Charlayan. Take care not to catch your death, eh? We need you for the battles to come. Now then, your investigation here remains. But when that's over, we can take stock of all the development and discoveries. Alright. An unsettling change has come over Charlayan, but together we will divine the underlying cause for the Forum's callousness. As I mentioned before, however, questioning the counselors directly is a fruitless endeavor. They seem to have already come to a consensus as to what and how little they are willing to divulge, which is why I began scouring Charlayan's archive of historical records for any hint of a connection to the final days. Suffice it to say that progress has been slow. There are only so many dusty pages one can skim in a day. But now that I have this band of willing reinforcements, the search should proceed all the swifter. Let us reconvene outside Numenon, shall we? Exit the annex to the right and you'll find the archives on the western edge of the woods. Alright. This place is really cool. I do like Charlayan. It's pretty cool. My directions were easy enough to follow, I hope. In any case, you stand now before the doors of Numanon, Charlayan's grandest collection of books and tomes. This building is actually only an entrance, and one of many at that. The archives of Numanon extend deep beneath the surface, like the roots of a tree. The vast halls of the Great Google Library pale in comparison to Numonon's endless maze of subterranean chambers. Any citizens of Charlayan is free to enter and pursue its shelves. Well, most of its shelves. Only Archons are afforded access to certain restricted vaults. I have dispatched Yustola and Raha to investigate those. Meanwhile, Alize and Alfino will help me continue my search through the stacks open to the general public. Your status presents more of a problem. As a non-citizen, you are only permitted to browse the first floor here at the entrance. Even so, there should be a number of books which touch upon Charlayan history or foreign policy. Your task will be to find and study the relevant publications. I promise you working knowledge of these subjects will make it far easier to spot the sort of clues we're looking for. Let us be about it, shall we? I've told others to meet us at the stone benches over there once they found something promising tomes. Happy reading.